Hello, friends. I'm John Schaefer. Welcome to the Seeking Truth podcast. This is the second in my series of videos I'm titling Truth Nuggets. I'm dressed like this today because it was in the mid-70s here in Central Texas, and it's December 1st. Gotta love that weather. Do you scribble down notes? Just scribble down notes. Many of us do. As you probably can tell by looking at me, I'm not a digital native. Often I still grab a random piece of paper and a pen to write out thoughts. Sometimes I use a notebook and notepad though. And yes, I even occasionally do grab a digital device, even though I'm a digital immigrant rather than a digital native. However, and herein lies the problem, I tend to have bunches of bits of paper lying around all over the place, and my digital devices sometimes are scattered between my office and my home. It's hard to keep track of everything. It's especially frustrating when I want to find that one once important nugget of truth, and I can't find it anywhere. Just like a 24-carat nugget of gold, though, it's worth searching for. Well, to help get my thoughts in order and perhaps benefit others by one of potentially 100 random thoughts that might or might not contain any wisdom, I decided to try and find all the bits of paper I could and go back through the devices I could that I can find that still actually charge. It's a quest that might take some time, as you can imagine. Nevertheless, I'm starting now to record those thoughts in one place, here on Truth Nuggets. I'm going to share Truth Nuggets with any and everyone who might find them useful. I'm currently posting Truth Nuggets videos here on YouTube. This is one of them. And I'm titling the playlist Truth Nuggets. Took a while for me to think of that, but I finally came up with it. I've also created a page on my website, and I'll post a link to the website below. And on that page, I've also titled that page Truth Nuggets, trying to keep things simple here. I'm going to try to keep my Truth Nugget videos to under 5 minutes. I think they need to be sufficiently long so that they have some meaning, but also I don't want them too long so people get bored and switch off, or they're not easily digestible. In this case, think of them like a small box of Chicken McNuggets from your favorite fast food restaurant. Of course, some of you might not even think those are edible, much less digestible. I also plan to include at least one verse with most, if not all of them. And by doing that, I'm pretty sure that I can create value, or I can add value to the Truth Nuggets if I have one or more verses in them. So here's a couple verses for today's Truth Nugget that I'd like to share with you. The first one is from Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Let me scroll down, and it is verse 10. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, for there is no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol to which you are going. My brothers and sisters, if you find something to do, or if you have something to do, whether it's your job or whether it's a contract you're working on, or whether it's your own business, or whether it's just a hobby and something you're doing around the house, this verse tells you to do it with all your might. You'll much more likely do a good job at it. You'll much more likely enjoy it if you're doing it with all your might. And this is just a good saying. Think of it as a proverb. even though it's from Ecclesiastes and not Proverbs, but it's a good way to do things. There's another verse that I'd like to share with you, a couple verses actually, this time in Colossians chapter 3. Let me scroll down a little bit. And here we have verses 23 and 24. They say, "Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ." Notice it says, whatever you do, work at it heartily. This means if you're cleaning toilets at the local gym, and that's your job, you should do it heartily, as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. So whatever you do, whether it's cleaning toilets or working as an accountant in your local bank or working as a lawyer, whatever you do it with all your might and do it as unto the Lord. All right, my brothers and sisters, I hope you found this useful, and I hope you'll subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, share it with everyone, hit the notification bell so you know when I post new content. Until next time, may God richly bless you. Bye-bye.